What's up, YouTube? Danny McSquare here with another episode of Stacking Stacks. And in this episode, research, pricing, discounts, and deals. Let's go ahead and get started. So, I am a big fan of finding multiple sources. I believe in multiple sources on pricing and different products that you may be interested in. So, as an example, I've got AppMex up here. They're kind of like the Burger King, if you will, of bullion dealers. They're well known. They're I don't think they're particularly great, but some people love flame broiled, right? Some people love Burger King. So the analogy may not be 100%, but they're a well-known brand, and they usually have a good amount of product. So let's say you're looking at a gold coin, right? The Buffalo or the American Eagle, and you go on and you click on their deals, and it brings you to this page specifically, right? So if we're looking at a gold buffalo and you come down and you see, oh wow, 1844, that's a great deal, right? I mean, I'll just buy it, right? Well, you can buy it. You can go ahead and buy this coin and spend $1,844.49 on an ounce of gold, the gold buffalo. Or if you've done some research, you will see that you can get better deals elsewhere. So for example, you would be able to get that same coin for 1820, right? So what I'm showing you here is the price sheet for my LCS Scotsman coin and jewelry. And I don't work for them. They don't sponsor the show. I'm just a big fan of their price sheet. They call it a trading sheet because it has a lot of variety in what they're selling and what they're paying. One of the things I had mentioned in my videos is the fact that now is a decent time to sell if you need to, because LCSs are paying above spot, and that wasn't the case, and that will not always be the case. So for example, if we look at just the 1 ounce Buffalo rounds, we're talking silver, right? These you would never be able to sell above spot at most LCS. Now you are. So spot as of this video is $17.56, and they are selling for $18.71. Um, with Scotsman, they have something called the Bullion Club. Basically, you call them, you sign up, and then you get a slightly better price, right? So this, I'm not saying go to Scotsman's and buy a whole bunch of stuff from them. I'm saying do your research. So for example, if I come down here to AppMex again, let's say I'm looking to get into some platinum and I want to buy an ounce of platinum, right? Well, they've got this Australian Dragon, right, for $1,002 basically. But Scotsman's, I can get the Eagle, okay, for 956. Or there's nothing wrong with either the Canadian or the Queen's Beast for $938, or basically 939, right, if you round up. So do research, find the best deals, find the best prices. A lot of us have to buy online right now. Scotsman's actually, when I did the purchase with them, I did a big purchase. They were actually closed to the public, and I had to get above a certain threshold to get free shipping. But I did that, and I had a good buying experience with them. I do believe they ship across the country, so honestly, I would reference this. I'm not saying again to buy from Scotsman's. I don't work for them. They don't sponsor the show. But this is a great document to base your purchasing off of, or to base your selling off of. So for example, if you've got some Eagles that you want to sell, Scotsman's will buy them from you depending on what condition they're in, from $19 to $21 an ounce, right? That's not terrible. Okay. And more importantly, like with the Eagles or the Buffaloes. So those American Buffaloes, being able to sell those at more than a buck above spot, the rounds, that's a pretty decent deal. So if we come back to JM Bullion, they have a lot of these big sites have a spot where you can click on sales or deals and get kind of a better deal. So for example, I'm a fan of the Kruger Rand. I need to get some more, and overall, $4.79 over spot. That's not so bad if you're looking to get a handful, right? So if let's say I've got, a roll of Kruger Rands is actually 25. So let's say I've got 13 and I want 12 more to fill up my roll, right? This is not a bad price to get that done. 22 bucks and 48 cents. They do free shipping on orders 99 bucks or above. So I'd be able to get 12 or 13 Kruger Rand coins with free shipping for 22 bucks and 48 cents an ounce shipped to my door. That's not so bad, but if you're looking to get like a monster box, um, let's say I was, right? If I was trying to get a monster box of Kruger Rands and they were in stock, I would call JM Bullion and say, listen, I want to speak to a manager. I want to speak to a purchasing manager or a director and say, listen, I'm trying to spend a good amount of money with you, but for 500 coins, I'm not paying $4.79 above spot per coin for 500 coins, right? Make them tell you no. I mean, that's what I do when I'm trying to buy something, whether it's on eBay or whomever else I'm dealing with. I'm gonna try to get the best deal possible to the point where I make them tell me no. So a better deal right now are the Philharmonics. So it's been a while since I've seen Philharmonics quite this low. So let's click on this and kind of unpack this, right? So if I wanted to get a handful, I'd be at around 21.48. And real quick, the differences here, don't use your credit cards to buy through these places. Even if you're trying to get the miles, you can see that there's a better value to do an e-check or a wire, right? So again, here's my monster box, 2048, much better than the Kruger Ram. But I can even come down here, something like this, and be well under 2150 to get a sizable investment. And again, it's free shipping on any order, 99 bucks or above. So you have that. That's a real good resource, right? I like these guys. I've got one full roll and then I've got another roll that I'm working on. So I was kind of toying with the idea of ordering some, but silver price in general is still a little above where I want. I mean, so another thing you want to do is compare spot prices. So JM Bullion has spot right now at 1770. I just refreshed it. If we come to Scotsman's, they've got silver at still the 1756 an ounce. I'm a big fan of Kitco as far as a source of price. I've never purchased anything on Kitco. I think that their prices and premiums are kind of outrageous. If someone from Kitco is listening, please contact me, and I'll be happy to do a video if you can change my mind. Right? I I feel like their premiums are ridiculous, but they're spot on in terms of what the actual spot price is. So they've got, and the market is open right now because this is the world price. So if you come up here, you'll see the market is closed. That's just New York spot. But if you come here, you can see that it's still open. So the cool thing about precious metal prices is that it really doesn't close. The market itself, the price doesn't stop fluctuating until the weekend. So right now we've got spot here at 1764. What is APMEX at right now? 1769. JM Bullion was they're back down to 1769, and Scotsman's is the lowest right now. They're showing 1756. So again, there are slight differences in where the spot price is. So if you got someone on the phone, right, you can just say, hey, per Kitco, this is the price, right, and use what's in your favor, right? Don't be afraid to say, hey, I go from this company, this is where their spot price is at, because it's a few cents lower than what they've got it at, right? Don't make them tell you no, right? As opposed to acquiescing to them, right? I understand that there's a gap and there's lack of product right now, but don't let that phase you, right? Don't let that phase you. Get the price that you're looking for. So we were looking at gold real quick. For example, the 1 ounce kangaroo, they've got it under 1800, right? That's kind of like a benchmark now. If you can get an ounce of gold under 1800. I mean, me personally, I was able to get in on, here's another one I forgot to show you guys about. Nationwide did this deal, and I'm not endorsing these guys. This is research. Wow, those coins look cool. So this is just about research. So right now, Nationwide has a deal, an introductory offer, if you will. For the first time you make a purchase with them, you can get an ounce of gold for quote spot, even though spot's a little below this right now. They had originally that deal on 10 1/10 ounce coins, and I was able to get in on that for 1650. So I'm actually really excited about having that because I've already made like $400 on that purchase because of the premiums. The 10th ounce gold premiums will sell from anywhere, easy $40 above spot. So right now, and they've actually been out of stock on this for months. Like I made that purchase and then like 8 days later, they were gone. So this is something to watch for sure. If you're looking to get into gold and you've never purchased on Nationwide, this is something I would take advantage of. It's a one-time thing, but especially if gold dips down again and you can get this for under 17, I would definitely take advantage of it. But again, you want to have multiple sources. If you're looking to buy an ounce of gold right now, this is a decent buy because of the lack of a true premium, right? I mean, if we look at spot right now, 1715, right? I go by Kitco for the most part. If someone asked me, if my mom randomly called me and said, "Danny, what's the price of gold?" I would come to Kitco and I would say 1750 and 30 cents, right? So they're a little high. They're usually spot on. So when I bought my set of 10th ounce gold coins for 1650, spot was basically at 1650. So I would actually, if I was looking to get into one of these and I could qualify for the introductory offer, I would call Nationwide and I would say, listen, are you going to lose a customer over $15, right? But you're not, I mean, it's the same thing that I say at the poker table. We're not here to make friends. I mean, unless I'm playing with my friends, right? But not a lot of people are playing poker right now because of the pandemic. But the idea is we're not here to make friends. We're here to make deals. And in this case, we're here to acquire gold and silver and other precious metals. And you're either buying it short term, you're buying it long term, you're creating an additional savings account. That's kind of the way I look at it. Is it's a long term, and I hate to use the term investment, but I guess it is. It's a long term thing. It's more of a savings account that I'm building. I'm accumulating and accumulating wealth. It's also a rainy day fund, right? If the worst would happen, I have gold and silver and platinum that I can liquidate very easily and get some good money for right away. So this is a good option for you if you want to get an ounce of gold because quite frankly, no one's going to be able to beat this price, right? I mean, if we just I mean, right here, they have the same coin, literally the same coin for $100 more, literally same coin. JM Bullion, if we come here to gold and we go to gold eagles, I bet they're going to be at 18 and change. Yeah, 18, 19. So I think you'll agree that JM Bullion's a little less expensive than ATMEX. And I honestly, I'm a fan of JM because they do have some decent deals every once in a while. Um, I think this is an okay deal if you're looking to get into some Philharmonics for sure. Um, But then again, I would want to give my friends at Scotsman's a shout because they have this document that you can use as a reference. Now, I want to come back to our friends in Scottsdale because it's a nice check on other pricing. So if we come over here, and also, by the way, again, I don't work for Scottsdale Mint, but you can enter to win a 100-ounce bar. So keep some variety in where you're looking at pricing. And again, I'm not telling you to check everywhere, but maybe half a dozen, right? I'm showing you Kitco, Atmex, JM, Scotsman's, and Scottsdale. If that's not if that's not confusing. But then Scotsman's doesn't always have the best price, right? So if we look at 100-ounce bars, and when it comes to bars, for the most part, a bar is a bar. I don't believe that you should pay a higher premium for one bar over a different kind of bar, right? So they have a 100-ounce silver bar. Basically, you can get it for $2,026, right? That's what they've got. But on Scottsdale, they've got a 100-ounce bar for $19.93, free shipping. So have some variety in what you're looking for, right? If I was looking for a 100-ounce bar and I had to buy one right now, I would probably go with Scottsdale, right? Either this one, or I think if we go down a little bit, actually let's work smart, not hard. So we can change this to bars, and it'll only show us the bars. They have the 100-ounce King Stacker, and then they have the King Stacker secondary market here. So basically what that means is they've taken buybacks and other things, right? So my understanding is the difference is this 100-ounce King Stacker is a newly minted bar, and this one is either an older bar or they've repurchased it, something like that. So a little cheaper here. Clearly, they're out of stock, but as you can see, it's a little cheaper. So if my world revolved around getting a 100-ounce bar, I would probably come to Scottsdale and maybe see if and when they'll have something like this or maybe something like this, because it's cheaper. It's just cheaper. So my recommendation, 100-ounce bars or just kind of bars in general, is that Scottsdale has good products and they are less expensive. I mean, if we look at spot pricing right now, they're not too terribly above spot on this 100-ounce bar. But if you look at Scottsdale, that bar is just more expensive. But then they have some decent deals, like the 1-ounce coins that they have. They've got decent prices on the Maple Leafs. So they've got Maple Leafs at basically 21.71. Okay, and if you do JM Bullion for the 1-ounce Canadian, they are over $1 more per ounce. So JM has, pick your spots with JM. Pick your spots with all the other ones. I would not recommend just using one vendor for everything. If there's one thing that you take away from this video, it's that you want to have, I would say, at least 3, if not 5 or 6 references for pricing, for deals and discounts, for products that you're looking for. Don't just shop at one place, right? Even if it's your LCS and you love the owner and he delivered your baby, right? Don't just deal with your LCS. Do some research. Maybe even go as crazy as to, if you go to an LCS, right? Maybe print off this price sheet and bring it in and say, listen, I found this coin shop. Yeah, I live in Cincinnati and right, but look at this. Can you give me a better deal? Right? Because again, if you walk into an LCS with money and you're saying, hey, this is where I'm trying to be at, make them stop you at the door because you're walking out with your money, right? So, kind of a different flavor to today's video. Um, Unfortunately, don't have shiny silver, to show you this time. Wanted to have more of a cerebral chat specifically on how to do your research and different strategies. And again, if there's one thing you take away, have multiple sites that you're looking at, have multiple types of deals and spot prices that you're looking for, and to a certain extent manipulate the data so that it fits where you're looking to go, right? I mean, if you're looking at Atmex at a 1 ounce Buffalo and you see 1844, look at different sites and you'll find it for about 25 $30 cheaper. Why pay 1844 for a 1 ounce Buffalo when you can pay 1818, right? So without further ado, this is the Danny McSquare Show, Stack and Stacks. Please click that button for like and subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any sort of other websites that you recommend, other vendors, or any other techniques or insights you want to share, let me know in the comments. Again, like and subscribe, please. Just trying to grow my channel kind of organically. My plan is to not have ads or do any paid search or any of that malarkey. Just trying to spread the word about where you get some deals, where you can get some good pricing, and best suggestions and everything else. Stay safe out there. Wear a mask if you go in public, at least for now, please. This is the Danny McSquare Show, Stack and Stacks. Peace.